Emboldened by his 2014 takeover of Crimea, Vladimir Putin believed he could quickly take eastern portions of the country and Kyiv, the capital. Putin saw a response creating the opposite outcome from the one he desired. NATO and the European Union say they are now united, stronger, and more determined to defend their democracies. So too is Ukraine. Adrian Kubicki is Consul General for the Polish government in New York. He predicts tougher times with a new chapter in the war.
Obviously, for Putin, this is something also about saving face after 1 year of, let's put it this way, unsuccessful invasion of Ukraine. He must finally make some progress, which means that it will be very harsh for Ukrainians.
The war has already proven costly to the Ukrainians. Much of the country lies in ruins. Bombed out power stations, businesses, and homes have left many without electricity, food, and water. 8 million Ukrainians have fled to neighboring countries, and more than 5 million are internally displaced. And the Ukrainian government reports as many as 40,000 civilians and 10,000 troops have died in the conflict. Russia says it has lost 6,000 troops in the war. Mark Moyer is a military historian.
We've got to be careful about drawing any conclusions about who's stronger here and recognize that it could be decades from now that we know the full truth about both sides.
At least one truth is clear. War with Russia has made Ukraine more determined to join the European Union and NATO. And some European nations are concerned about Russia's intentions beyond Ukraine. NATO may soon have 2 new members, Sweden and Finland. Those countries stayed neutral during the Cold War, but this renewed Russian aggression moved them into the NATO camp. Poland is sending Ukraine German-made Leopard tanks, and Joe Biden is pledging to send them American-made Abrams tanks. Might the aggressive arming of Ukraine escalate the conflict and ignite World War III?
We know right now that Putin and Russian military is not capable to invade NATO countries, any other countries. There's struggle in Ukraine. So we're pretty sure that the measures we're taking are appropriate.
Despite the billions of dollars in help, Kubicki admits the war is unlikely to end anytime soon due to Putin's determination to win no matter the cost.
Since they were not able to gain this major victory within a couple of weeks, they will go for years just to kind of exhaust our patience and exhaust the resources that we allow ourselves to spend on Ukraine. And this, in that scenario, pessimistic scenario, would mean ultimately Russia's victory.
What happens next mostly depends on domestic pressures on Vladimir Putin. The Ukrainians say a Russia late winter offensive is already underway. Yet they're determined to fight on, not only to win the war, but to win the peace and control their destiny, free from Russian control and influence. Gary Lane, CBN News.